Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry. And it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And Saturday. And I'm getting ready to, I'm just getting my van organized for next week. I do this every weekend. And sometimes I have to do it in the middle of the week too, but depending on what all has been going on. But one of the things to, I work alone. I did have an employee for a couple of years. Turned out to not work out. But anyway, I just want to talk about, particularly those of us who do work alone, how important it is to have yourself organized and ready for your days and your week coming up, and to have your products ready to roll, particularly your spotting tray, and just being really organized. One of the things I do at the end of every day is I do open up the bottom of the vacuum and just make sure that there's no collection of junk in the where the brush roll is and everything. And it's been fine all week, but on the weekend I make sure I really give it a good cleaning. So I did pull that off, and I rinsed it out and made sure the hose is nice and clean and cleaned out inside here. And that's actually, of course, the front where the bag goes. And the HEPA filter's off. It's sitting in the sun on the hood of the van because I just washed it out because it's a washable one. And those are actually the wheels for the bottom. It sits there. And this was actually all the pads that I used last week. That's all that I used last week. And somebody had questioned on one of the forums about how to deal with the pads after you use them. What I normally do is I have these 2 5-gallon pails, and at the end of the day, I used to have one sitting in the van, but now I just have the two of them sitting here, and through the week I'll fill up those 2 pails, and basically 2 pails will fit into my washer. This is actually my own laundry room for the business right here. So this is where I wash the pads. I've got my own washer and dryer. There's my chemical rack where most of my products are. So this machine that's set up over there is actually for the house, for the home. Wife doesn't like the pads in her laundry. I can't say I blame her, especially some of the jobs that I do. So anyway, so I'll be putting those up into the top here is where I keep all the pads. The ones that I primarily use will go right here, and then I have some 2-ways over here, as well as a few more Ironman pads. So anyway, and I have microfibers, and I got lots of pads. There's the bag I'm putting into the vacuum when I'm done with it, when that gets all dried out there. And let's see. I just wanted to show you also, somebody was asking about the extractor that I use. That's it right there. I think it's made by GH Wood. It's a really nice, compact little machine that has one of the things that's really nice about it is it has such a small footprint. That's it in storage mode, and I actually put a strap around it and have it in the van there. Actually, I'll show you where I normally have it. It just sits right there up against the Prespray can container, and that strap goes around it and it holds it in place. So it occupies a very small spot in the van, which is really nice, and it's a really powerful little machine. So I did use it on a urine job earlier, a couple of days ago, and I need to rinse out that tank because it can be foul smelling. Let me just see. Actually, see, this was used on a urine job where I had done really saturated the carpet, with ClO2 in the solution, and then I went over it just to extract out the extra moisture. I dumped out what was in there into their toilet while I was there, but I haven't rinsed it out yet. You can see there's junk, it's dirty in there, but I just stuck my nose in there, and it smells like, just smells like chlorine, a little bit like chlorine. So there's no smell of pee. Isn't that an interesting thing? I just sucked up urine, yet there's no smell of pee because the ClO2 did its thing. The pre-spray can for this, actually, I use this for my stair mix when I pre-spray the steps. That's how I apply the solution, obviously. And so I need to reload that because it's empty. And I'll put the pump head there on the charger. Make sure it's fully charged. I did just hose down my rotary here, get the dust off the base and everything, and I'll park it over here for the moment. And I have some fiber pads sitting here, and this is how I clean them. And this works perfectly well. You could see that pile of junks there. That's actually fibers that have come off the pads over the last week. This one isn't actually that soiled or filled up with junk. I actually might have cleaned it all. Oh no, there's a bit on there. This one, I don't know if you can see that, but there's some fibers and hairs right around the edge. Comes off quite easily, actually. I don't know if to make it perfectly clean. I'll spin them around. And then I'll do the other side. I only use one side of them, so in this case, I will sometimes use both sides. They get a little bit less aggressive as you use them. So when you initially use them, they're at their most aggressive. So if you're a little bit concerned about your carpet that you're doing, then use a fiber pad that's already been broken in. If you're looking for maximum aggression, then use a new one. Or flip the one you've been using the one side rather than start on the next side. So I'll just let those dry off now. I'll just sort of lean them up over against the... Oh, I got to do the other side on this one. You can see, if you can see the hairs there. This one I only use one side, so I use both sides on this one. And this works perfectly well. You don't actually have to use a high pressure washer to do this. Just a good solid stream from your garden hose will work fine. I really like these Hog's Hair fiber pads. Thank you, Matthew McNabb, for turning me on to those. Appreciate that. So, now the other thing I need to do is set up my spotting tray, make sure everything's filled, ready to go. So, what I have here is my proxy, which I'll reload from here, obviously. It's down a little bit. And I have some of this. This actually works really well. That's usually used on paint, and I've been very successful in getting paint out with that. This particular product right here is safe on wool. I don't use it very much, but I have it. Then I have this is Haitian. And I'll see if I can find my bottle of Haitian. Show you what I use. Whoops. That's right. Up here. So that's the Haitian product that I use. Works very, very well. Has a pleasant odor. So I'll be reloading that. This works actually quite well on urine stains and other spots. And there's places and times I use that. And I have a bottle of Nanomax, because I carry this tray was in the house, so that I go up to a condo, and if I think I need to add more Nanomax into my mix, then I can have it right there with me. This is Omega Rust Remover. This works very well. This is a Bonnet Pro product, and this is the gelled orange gel product. I actually used this just the other day on area rug, a polypropylene area rug. Had quite a number of drips from ribs, grease from the ribs. And the lady had tried to get them out unsuccessfully, so I put this on each one of the drops. I put a drop of the orange gel on the grease spots, let it sit for a little bit, and then I came along with the fiber pad. No, did I? Yes, I used a fiber pad and got them all out, and then I put the Iron Man on. There's a little bottle with ClO2 if I want to add ClO2 to my mix, which is actually always at 500 parts per million. But if I want to increase it when I'm in the house, or say up at a condo, I don't have to go running back to the van to grab something or more. My Grandy groomer, I got a little brush, which is usually actually a pretty soft brush, but I sometimes use that for various things. A little spatula. That actually works great as a door stopper. My little brush. I got some gliders, including the small one, which I use sometimes on the Oric, and I use as a deflector under my machine. My sliders for furniture. Doodlebug with a fiber pad, and there's a microfiber pad I can use as well if I want to. And then the other products I'm using, this is actually a Prespray. When you're doing steam cleaning, you would use a Prespray prior to putting the wand on the carpet, and this is actually a Prespray. So it does is it lowers surface tension. It's not a cleaner in its own right, but it lowers surface tension, making your cleaner work more effectively. This is my Argo Sheen. The concentrate, the label is falling off, so I have to write on it. And then here's the All Rug, which I've talked about a fair amount. This stuff works very well. This is an actual cleaner in its own right. It has an anti-allergen in it, but I primarily use this as a spot remover because it seems to work very well. And so that's pretty much it. So my reason for mentioning this is that it's important, particularly as you work alone, that you are always getting yourself organized for your week or your day ahead, so that when you're in the middle of the day, you're not having to go out and start reloading things. Saves you time and frustration and makes your job a lot easier. There's my my small bottle of PDS. I don't use this more than I have to because this is a very, very expensive product, but it does work extremely well. But I just carry the small bottle with me. Anyway, that's what I'm doing right now, and getting myself ready for the week to come, which apparently is going to be a busy week, according to my boss, who's over there. There's my boss. Say hi, boss.
Hi, boss.
No, you're not supposed to say hi, boss. You're supposed to say hi.
Hi.
Yeah. Anyway, so am I busy this week?
Very.
Oh, great. Oh,
Thought
dear.
you liked working.
Well, I guess it gives me something to do.
Yeah.
So how's the business doing these days?
Too busy.
Too busy? When are we booking?
Mid to late November.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Huh. You losing jobs?
Yes.
Why?
Because some people don't want to wait.
It's a dilemma, isn't it?
Yep.
Sometimes they're big ones too, aren't they?
Yeah. That's sad.
Yeah. What's the answer?
Put your prices up.
I told you that already. I told you to put the prices up. Didn't I tell you that?
Well, that'll deter people from booking.
Slow them down a little bit.
Yeah.
You can give us more money for every job we do.
Some people would still get you though. They love you.
They do.
They tell me that.
They love you too.
Well, they love you more.
Tell us about the phone calls, the annoying people.
They're annoying.
Yeah, you know, the ones that are rude.
Yeah, I get a fair amount of those. They're just, if they don't get what they want or hear what they want to hear, they hang up on me. They can be very rude.
Sometimes they even swear, don't they?
Sometimes they swear at me.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing, eh?
I'm just the messenger.
You passed the message on to me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh boy. Oh boy, yeah. So what's going to happen?
I don't know. Just keep taking it one day at a time.
One day at a time. Huh. All right, so that's my boss talking. Right, boss?
Yeah. So are you working now or?
Yeah, I'm working. I'm getting ready for the week coming up and getting organized, making sure I have everything prepared. Very important to be organized, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you can do 4 jobs a day.
Yes. Only thing is, I'm getting worn out.
That's why you can't do 4 jobs a day.
Oh yeah. Okay. So we'll continue on here. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good day, everybody.